Hey friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the second unboxing from Paris. And coincidentally, there are two items. So that works well, right? My thumbnail was like this and I meant it because I had two items, but then I realized, no, this is unboxing part 2. So anyway, if you missed any of the Paris vlogs, I will have the playlist up here. I think it'll be linked up here. And so, please go back and watch. It chronicles every day that I was in Paris with my fabulous friends, the Handbag Tribe, and what we got up to, and different shopping and eating and sightseeing and all the things. So if you are interested in travel vlogs, I would highly recommend that you watch that. And then my unboxings will also be a part of that playlist. So anyway, today I am unboxing, or I'm not really unboxing, I'm just revealing because no packaging came home with me for these items. But I did end up picking up two items from Sandro. So let's get into what I got. So the first item I actually have already worn, and I'm going to scoot over here a little bit, and that is this incredible black blazer with these they're basically like pinstripes, but they're pinstripes that are made, hopefully you guys can see that, made out of little baby tiny sequins. So from far away, you just get this hint of shimmer. And I had originally thought that I was going to get this particular blazer from Aritzia, which kind of a similar style as far as cut is concerned. I wanted something that wasn't super oversized. You'll see in an upcoming fall fashion haul that I do that, a bunch of things that I got from Aritzia, but a couple of them are blazers and pretty much they're more of the oversized style. Don't get me wrong, this is not like super fitted or anything, but it's definitely more of a classically cut. And I got it in a size that is a little closer to the body than, for example, some really oversized boyfriend blazers. But I just fell in love with so many of the pieces at Sandro when I was in Paris. Honestly, I kind of regret not buying more. I'm kind of kicking myself. You will not be seeing that black dress that was kind of a wrap dress. It had sheer sleeves on it. I'll pop up a picture of me trying it on here. In fact, for both of the items I'm going to show you, I will show you footage from Paris when I tried them on in store. I'm kind of regretting not buying that. And let me tell you, there was a huge savings for those pieces in Paris. Basically, all of the pieces are at least double the price in USD as they were in euros. And then you take into account the VAT back and you save even more. So really didn't probably think that well enough through. Unfortunately, I was just kind of running out of time. And when I picked these pieces up, it was my last day and I was on a very tight time schedule. If you saw my last day vlog, you know that I only had about 3.5, 4 hours or so of shopping time. And I wanted to get all the way over to Saint-Germain, I think that's how you say it, Saint-Germain, if we're going to say it like a US citizen, which is where like the Hermès Sèvres store is, it's where Le Bon Marché is, and it's where I went to the City Pharma to go get a bunch of things that Morgan wanted. And so I had to go all the way over there. I took public transportation, which was super convenient. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I didn't really like lose any time doing that. It's just my point is it takes time to get from place to place, right? So I was on a very tight time schedule and I wanted to maximize my time. So I just basically like ran into the Sandro store, got these two items, but kind of a regret that I didn't get the dress. But I am so happy that I got this jacket. I have worn it once already. I think I wore it just like with a pair of jeans and a t-shirt or something. I just love that this blazer can literally elevate any outfit, right? I mean, I can put it on with a little black dress and it will look very dressy, whatever, but then you throw it on with a t-shirt and a pair of jeans and it just levels up that outfit. So again, I will pop some pictures up here of me trying it on. When I originally tried it on, I tried it on in, I believe, a 36, and that was definitely too big. So I did have them bring me the size 34, which is what I bought and which works perfectly for me. It does come with a vent here in the back, so you can see that. So I've already obviously undone that. But yeah, this is my first item from Sandro. And the second piece that I got from Sandro is probably my favorite thing that I tried on while I was there. And that is this just stunning distressed brown leather, like oversized jacket. It's not a bomber. It's not a blazer. I'm not even sure how to describe it, but just, I love the distressing on this. Hopefully you can kind of see how, like on the seams here, it's distressed. It is 100% calf leather. And I just realized as I was looking at the fabrication things, I didn't realize that there are these snaps on, I assume, yeah, on both sides. So I guess if you want to, you know, open it up, I don't know why you would do that. I can't do this with one hand on the other one, but it does have pockets here. It also does have pockets like on top too. So there's 4 pockets, and it has these 2 buttons here. And then if you wanted to like close it up, it does have that button here. Again, I'll pop some pictures up here as I talk about the jacket. I mean, it's going to be the perfect fall jacket. I'm all about brown right now. I'm definitely in my brown era, as they would say. And I just love this. Again, I originally tried it on. I think the one that was on the floor that they put in the fitting room for me was a size 36. That was way, way too big. So they brought me a size 34, which is what I ended up buying. The sleeves are just plain. You know, there's no, you know, buttons or snaps or anything. There's no like fasteners or anything like that. But the leather is amazing. It smells amazing. I love the smell of leather. But yeah, I'm just really, really glad I got this piece. Like I said, they are way more expensive in the States. Now, if you are looking for these pieces, because obviously I will have them linked for you below, Sandro does have a store here in New York, and they have an online, you know, presence, so you can buy directly from them. I did also go to the Sandro outlet store at Woodbury Commons. I'm not sure if I filmed while I was there. I did like a vlog, but I need to look at the footage and see if like there's really enough that it makes sense for me to do a Woodbury Commons vlog. But I had a lot of fun that day, and I tried on several things while I was at the Sandro outlet. Fortunately, they did not have any of these pieces, so otherwise I would have been a little mad that I paid like retail for them. But my point is, there are some online retailers that also sell Sandro, so you can get some pieces through Nordstrom. You can get some pieces through Saks, I believe. Neiman Marcus? Definitely Neiman Marcus. Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, maybe Saks. And they all have different pieces. I mean, they absolutely do not have like the full Sandro range, okay? They buy obviously certain pieces, and I would say a little more of the classic kind of their version of like Rev pieces, right? Things that they carry every single season. So for example, I actually did find the black wrap dress at the outlet, but it was on a very specific hanging rack of things that were not discounted. They were, I think they called them their like classic styles or something. And so they had that there. They had the trench coat there, which I guess, speaking of which, we should talk about that. But anyway, if you're looking for pieces, you can get Sandro pieces in the United States. However, if you are traveling to Europe, I would highly recommend getting them there because you will save a lot of money doing so. Now, let's talk about the trench coat, which has been on my wish list for years. I used to watch, I don't think she has a channel anymore. She was Irish, really, really cute. I was going to say girl. She's not a girl. I mean, she's definitely a woman. Grace is her name. Gosh, what was her channel name? Anyway, she's actually like a makeup artist. I don't remember how I found her, if I found her through fashion videos or it was more makeup related. I can't remember, but super, super sweet young woman. And she had this coat, and I just immediately fell in love with it because I loved, as I said in the vlog, I've always loved the Dior trench coat, which is very, very expensive. Don't get me wrong. The Sandro trench coat is also quite expensive. Now, it's not anywhere close to Dior level. I mean, it's probably, I don't know if it's a tenth of it's not a tenth of the price. I don't know. I haven't looked at the Dior one in a long time. But my point is, it has a very similar style. So the Sandro one in the kind of classic trench color, right? That beige kind of color. It's pleated all the way around. So from the front, fully, 360. Sorry, I just hit my mic. 360 degrees around, it has those pleats, which is just stunning. Now, the Dior one is only pleated in the back, so it looks like a kind of standard trench in the front, but it's pleated in the back. That is the same style as the navy Sandro one. So Sandro does do kind of a version of the Dior one, but it's navy, and it's not the kind of classic trench color. I tried it on. I don't know. It it kind of lost something for me in translation. Maybe I think it was more the navy than the pleating thing. If they had had the beige one in the only halfway around, I'm sure I would have gotten that absolutely back. I felt like I was a little heavy on coats, to be honest with you, because by this time I had already purchased the Louis Vuitton coat, the puffer, and, I mean, even though the blazer is not technically a coat, but you know what I mean. I just felt like to get a third coat while I was there, getting this as the second one and then getting that trench. And I do have a trench that I really, really like. It's actually from Amazon, from the drop. And they have two versions. They came out recently with like an extra long version, which I love. So it hits me not quite to the ankle, kind of lower calf, I would say. And I think it's a fabulous coat. So, for whatever that was, like $89, I figured that would suffice. I have that, but I don't have anything like this. Nothing like this. I mean, even my distressed leather moto jacket from Quince, which I absolutely love and wore like so many times last winter, it's not this, right? This is outerwear. When I wear a moto jacket or a biker, any kind of leather like that kind of jacket or a bomber jacket, to me, it's more of a layering piece as a part of an outfit as opposed to a piece of outerwear. So this to me is more outerwear, and yeah, I'm just waiting for the temperatures to drop to wear it. So that's it, guys. Those are the two things that I got from Sandro. We still have one more unboxing to come, and those are some more Louis Vuitton pieces. So stay tuned. Make sure that you are subscribed. If you enjoy this kind of content, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload videos. Let me know if you're surprised by what I picked up from Sandro. I tried on several different things from them, and I know I got a lot of comments about different items during the vlog of, what you guys really, really liked and were kind of hoping that I had picked up. So let me know that in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It does help the algorithm. And like I said, love to see you back here. So join us by clicking the subscription button. There is no cost to you. It is completely free to subscribe to a YouTube channel. If you want to keep on watching, there'll be another video over here that you can click on. And wherever you are, I hope you are having an amazing day or evening. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.